Okay, and now we will have current issues, and apart from that, we will also try to see what are the major issues. So today, within this session, the most important burning issue where we will learn a lot is thanks to our Rahul Baba. Okay, that is the most burning issue. We will cover it. Is it visible to your screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay. So the first issue we are going to understand. So before going to understand Rahul Gandhi, the topic, we will try to cover this topic, which was happened a couple of days back. I just want to give this because last year we expected a question in this zone, but we missed it. So this year again we are trying to expect the same question. So you see here, this group is called as the AUKUS. Generally, if you try to understand what is AUKUS in a simple format, I can tell you. But before that, I would like to give you why it is a step towards AUKUS, why AUKUS is needed. Okay, in that aspect, I will try to give you just 1 minute lecture, then we can go for it. So why AUKUS is the thing I want to finish. So let us start this. You know very well that from 2030 onwards, China is trying to follow its cap-based strategy. Okay. Immediately you may think, what you are talking? No, it's true. Cap-based strategy. In international relations, cap-based strategy is a very interesting man. Can anyone tell me what is cap-based strategy? If you have idea, please open yourself, or else just keep quiet. I will discuss. Okay. So cap-based strategy means here a country will try to identify one island. Let us say this is an island region, this is one more island, this is one more island. And first, this country will try to occupy this island. Later, it will go to this island. Later, this will go to this island. So this is cap-based strategy. They will climb each and every area by bringing some historical data. Historical claims or some other claims. They will say this is mine, this is mine, this is mine, everything is mine. So this is cap-based strategy. The typical example is China in South China Sea. Can you tell me how many of you are aware about South China Sea and complete issues? If not, let me know immediately so that I can finish. How many of you are aware about South China issue? I am waiting for your response, my dear friends.
No, sir.
So completely you are blank about South China issue. Can I say like that? No, please. Please.
Yes, sir.
Okay then. Thank you so much. No issue. I will give you the whole concept of South China Sea issue. And if you feel any kind of inconvenience, I mean, in understanding, please let me know. So before that, I just want to get a simple confirmation. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Hope my screen was not visible to you. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Just give me a second. You raised my task level to next level. Just give me a second. I will give you wonderful clarity about South China issue. Okay. How many of you watched 300 movies? 300 warriors, I guess, if I'm not wrong. Boys, no one is responding.
I haven't.
You watched it, right? Okay. So what I can tell you is, in that movie, you will find that there is a conflict between two groups, Spartans and Greeks, if I'm not wrong.
Yes,
Now,
sir. It's 300 BC.
yes, 300 BC. So why I'm telling you is, in the world, conflicts will always take place between two competent powers. Apart from that, you will find one competent power will challenge other power in a interesting manner. Why I'm telling you? Because the story of South China Sea is also more or less similar. Now, why this is in news? Why this is a conflict? Why it is always almost last 7 years it is in news? Why? So that we are going to understand within few seconds. Yeah. So let us come to the point here. Why South China Sea issue was a matter of concern for everyone. To understand that, let me tell you one simple story. What is a power? So, a power stands for ability of influence. Ability of influence. If you ask me, sir, what do you mean by that? If you are able to control your dog, it is a power. If you are able to control your brothers, it is a power. If you are able to control your family members, it is a power. If you are able to control a people, you are in power. If you are able to control the country, you are in power. In state, you are in power. So power is always the thing. You are in a position to influence someone with your actions. So that power in international relations depends on two factors. Number one is military power. Number two, maritime power. Throughout the history, I'm talking, my dear friends, throughout the history, only these two people changed the dynamics of the history. Let us say, during the 14th century time, if I'm not wrong, Portuguese had the maritime power. They changed the history for a while. The entire Latin American countries, the west port of India. Around in 15th century, you got England in this line. Around 17th century, you have France in this line. So, okay. So whoever had this maritime power, they will. So there is a saying in international relations: those who control the oceans, they will control the world. Right. So further, coming to military power, it was the Chandragupta Maurya who even defeated the Greek Seleucus Nicator, mighty man, a mighty powerful man. Someone will say, Ashoka, sir, we don't know what is Ashoka's strength in the external borders. We are familiar only with the Kalinga War, that's it. The famous battle he was involved is Kalinga War. The second thing is he suppressed some civil war in Taxila, but not a very much important. Now, if you go to Nandas even faced the Alexander. So this is the next thing. Delhi Sultanate people, particularly Balban, those people even faced Mongols. So this is how military power stands is about. Okay, coming to maritime power, you have Cholas. Sir, why you are giving all these examples, sir? Let us come to, I will come to that point, my dears. Just give me one more minute. So if I tell you all this example, you will see that. So those who control oceans, they will have more power to influence the world. Now, China understood this very lately. So, around in 2013, China closely observe the map here. Around in 2013, China came to this region called as Scarborough Shoal. Hope you remember the name. Very important for prelims point of view. If possible, take the screenshot or else take uh, just note down the main points. Also, quite important for our prelims point of view. Scarborough Shoal. China came here and they followed cabbage strategy. What is cabbage strategy? Cabbage strategy is simple thing, that is they will climb the islands by showing some kind of historical data. So they said this Scarborough Shoal belongs to them. Philippines got shocked because traditionally Philippines after independence in 1940s, it is controlling this Scarborough Shoal. Suddenly in 2013, China came and they said it is mine. Philippines got confusion. Next, they went to Parcel Islands, Parasil Islands. Then they went to Spratly Islands. So you can see here that Parcel Islands, Scarborough Shoal, Spratly Islands. So all were one by one. They were occupied by China. Now, what China did? China went to what Philippines is? Philippines immediately went to International Seabed Authority. I hope you are following my narration very closely. Try to understand. They went to International Seabed Authority. International Seabed Authority severely criticized China and their actions. And they said, International Seabed Authority asked with the authority of UNCLOS, what is your role to question to China? Role in this particular region, that is in South China Sea. Then China came with a map. Hope you are able to see the map here. That is these lines, and these lines are beautifully called as 9-dash line. One of the most repeated question in SSC exam, even in Bihar, not Bihar, I guess, one of the State Services Commission exam. One of the State Services Commission exam, also one of the most favorite question. What is 9-dash line? So 9-dash line is a map. It is not a COVID vaccine. It is not a missile, or it is not any mathematical innovation. It is a map of China, which is claiming some territories or some islands in South China Sea. In a single statement, I told you. In a single statement, I concluded that 9-dash line is a map brought by China to claim its territory in South China Sea. Am I clear to you till now? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so now please do remember that whenever you hear 9-dash line, you should remember that it is a map of China which is climbing these regions. Now, what is the prelims aspirant should do? He should locate the countries. He should locate the countries in and around the South China Sea. See here, you have Philippines, you have this Brunei, Malaysia, then we have Vietnam. Okay, so these countries should be there. So Vietnam is there, not Laos. Okay, Laos is considered to be landlocked country there. Please closely see there. Understood? So here itself, somewhat important places. So you should look at these places for previous point of view. Do remember that. Okay. Then how it is associated with AUKUS, that I will tell you now. So coming to the story, that is China slowly and gradually strengthened its position here. I will tell you a simple law in 2020, which is called as China Coast Guard Law. Not very much important for examination point of view, but it is important to get a clarity. China Coast Guard Law. What do you mean by that? Any ship or vessel, if it carries material, any hazardous material, it should get permission from China. It should get permission from China. If not, China will blast this. China will blast. This is the law. I mean, the summary of the law is that is the thing. Now you will feel very shocking because China slowly occupied some islands. Now it is controlling these islands. Now it is controlling the islands. You should not say this is what is first time China is doing. No, 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 no. It is not the first time China is doing. If you see India map, if you see India map in a rough manner, you will find the same story happened here. Alone in 16th century, Portuguese under the leadership of Albansi, I guess so. Albansi, no, I'm not able to recall the person name. They defeated the Bahmani kings and Portuguese controlled Goa. Later, Portuguese controlled entire trade route here. If you recall, in 1608, when Britishers came here, the permission of Surat was forcibly cancelled by. They are not happy, Portuguese. Portuguese pressurized this uh, Mughal king Jahangir, and Jahangir requested English to shift their focus towards the east side, that is Bengal region. So this is not the first time China is doing. So previously even done by some other countries. Controlling the foreign territory is happening throughout the history of the civilizations. Okay. So now that is what going here. But anyway, so China, this is what they are doing here. Now, what is the problem for Australia? I'm coming to that point only. So if you closely see here Australia map, you will find Australia here. And above the Australia, you will find some small countries. Those are called as oceanic countries. China recently had a deal with a Solomon Island, one of the most important island name for every aspirant this year prelims in with respect to international relations. In Solomon Islands, China had a deal. The deal the deal is security agreement with China. So what is the island name? Please repeat.
Solomon Islands, sir.
Exactly correct. So see, this is Australia. This is, let us say, nearby Solomon Islands. Now, what's wrong with that, sir? It is China issue. Absolutely, it's China issue, not a problem. But this is where China started to start here also. They start with a small island, then they expanded. Now, if the same thing happens with China within the oceanic region, so Australia got fear. Why fear? Because Australia time and again irritating China with different words. For example, Australian government openly criticized China for their COVID prevalence. Australian minister said China is the reason for the spreading of COVID virus. Australia even criticizing Chinese diplomats for stealing their information. Australia is also imposing taxes on China. So you can see Australia is irritating China in a different manner. So let us say if China attacks Australia, what Australia can do? Nothing except praying Surya Bhagwan or else Shiva. Why? Because Australia doesn't have nuclear weapons. In 1988, Australia, along with New Zealand, want to become next Mother Teresa of the world or Mahatma Gandhi to the world. They decided that they will maintain zero nuclear zone policy, or you can say they don't want to develop nuclear weapons. Now, if you are close to a lion or tiger, if you say no, I don't want to eat non-veg, I will become next Mahatma Gandhi. They definitely will become dinner, lunch, or breakfast for tiger. You should have some kind of security for yourself, right? So Australia came to know that. You should ask you one more question: how suddenly Australia released it? Russia-Ukraine war, because Russia is a mighty power, right? Russia is a mighty power. My dear friends, Russia located here and Ukraine is here. That is, Ukraine is close to Russia, not Russia is close to Ukraine. At any cost, Russia can attack Ukraine. Well expected. See, when you are staying close to your enemy, you should be prepared in a different manner. The same question, if you ask me in a different manner, I will tell you a story here. Let us say, let us say a region here like this. So this region is right now, let us say China is there. Of course, this region we will see Pakistan here. But try to understand, my friends. Let us say if India said, we love Mahatma Gandhi ji, we don't want any kind of defense, we don't want any defense, let us say there is no force. Definitely there is no India. Because you should think one important one. That is, these people are our enemies. They may be the neighbors. All our neighbors are good. Not good. Neighbors are always dangerous. Even though in your apartments or in your home also. You should not trust neighbors all the time. Understood? So here that is the most important point. So things I want to confirm to you that in a simple manner, if your location is like this, you should behave in a different manner. So there is a Russia here, there is Ukraine here. Why they are having fear? Why India? Why Pakistan is here and not attacking India? There is BSF, which is the largest border army. There is ITBP controlling the borders. We are having nuclear weapons. We are having Agni missiles. We are having ASAT, that is anti-satellite missiles. Mission Shakti, we call it as. We are having intermediate nuclear weapons, and we have Tejas, faster aircrafts, P-8I, surveillance aircrafts, Heron drones. See, all are our strength. If I say this country is the birthplace of Mahatma Gandhi ji, we don't want any weapons. Nahi chalega bhai sahab. You will be no more. Understood? So that is what Australia decided. If they continues to be in non-nuclear zone, one day definitely tiger will come. Of course, there you can say dragon will come. And what dragon will do? Dragon will not offer you AC. Dragon will not offer you any kind of fire. Dragon will smash you. So Australia decided to get its security. So Australia immediately went to France. Unfortunately, the France deal was not happy with Australia. So now Australia joined with the United Kingdom and Australia and USA. If I add A here, so it comes to be Australia, UK, USA. So it is a security agreement which provide nuclear submarines to Australia. Nuclear submarines to Australia. Am I clear? This is the single point you have to remember. But why I told you all these things is from map point of view it is important. Scarborough Shoal. The name of the island is very important here. Parasil Island is important. Spartley Island is important. What do you mean by 9 dash line is also important. And do read about these authorities also, UNCLOS and ISA. Am I clear? My dear friends?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this topic, please let me know. I will wait for at least one more minute. Any doubt? I'm just waiting, my friends. Am I clear completely?
Yes, sir.
Please let me know. I will wait for you. Wait for the call. Any small issue, any simple doubt. If you feel that it is not clear to me, or it is not happy, anyway, I will just give you one more thing that. So China tried to occupy the South China Sea areas with a cabbage strategy. Slowly, gradually, they are occupying the new islands, and later they started to control over the region. They are now entering into the oceanic region where they had an agreement with the Solomon Island. With this Solomon Islands, Australia got fear because Australia doesn't have any kind of protection for them till now. So Australia had an agreement with UK, USA. We call it as AUKUS. Does India member of AUKUS? Not at all today. So what they will provide for them? Nuclear weapons, not nuclear submarines, not missiles, or not any bombs also. I hope I am clear with the main points. Cabbage strategy is important, locations are important, and all these things stuff are very important. Am I clear to you, my friends?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So now we are going to,
Yes, sir.
thank you. Now we are going to understand the next important topic, that is, I just laugh like anything. These issues will happen. Okay. Why I laugh like anything, I will tell you now itself. So this man party called as International Congress is always in our history, right? But thanks to this person, he gave us opportunity to read polity of Indian to today. Apart from polity, he also gave importance to current affairs today. So we should feel proud that this man allowed us to focus on two important topics. One is polity and one is current affairs. So let us try to understand. Just kidding. So okay. So don't feel. Don't share this to INC people and they will troll me to next level. Okay, please leave me like this. Okay. So let us try to understand. So things I want to confirm to you, my dear friends, what I am going to discuss. I am not going to discuss any kind of politics here. I want to discuss only about my polity here. Okay, not politics. What is polity here itself? So let us come to the point here. Okay. Where to start? From Constitutional Assembly itself, we will discuss. Right. So within the Constitutional Assembly, there was a big debate is going on. Big debate is going not now. Okay, at that time. That is a role of political party. A role of political party. Okay. So I would like to tell you what is the role of political party. The question was given to B.R. Ambedkar. Now, when this was done, there are a set of questions pop up in the mind of the B.R. Ambedkar. And he said, political parties are the heart of the parliamentary democracy. Okay. Is there any provision to regulate them? No. So, original constitution not even had a single provision to regulate them. So, all their activities, everything was not regulated. What is the issue? The issue is MLA are nothing but a blank check for their future. They can get projects, they can get money, they can get everything. But they are unregulated. Constitution regulated fundamental rights, constitution regulated religion, constitution regulated caste, constitution regulated women rights, constitution regulated SCs, constitution regulated STs, constitution regulated OBCs in Article 340, but Constitution doesn't mention about political parties who are recognized as the core of the parliamentary democracy. Right. So finally, there is famous saying, okay, there is a person called as Gaya Ram. So Gaya Lal, morning breakfast with one party, lunch with other party, dinner with other party, and night he will be in other parties, and early morning again he will. So like that he is changing. So there is a famous saying, Gaya Ram, Gaya Ram. So this Gaya Ram was there. So at that time, uh, the prime minister at that time, that is Rajiv Gandhi. Fortunately, he is the father of this Rahul Gandhi. Now, what was the thing is, uh, he appointed a committee called a commission with a person called as YB Chauhan. YB Chauhan. Okay. So YB Chauhan committee was appointed. YB Chauhan committee was appointed to study the matter of defections. To study the matter of defections. What do you mean by defections, sir? Defection means you will win in one party and you will join in another party. In simple words, I told you there are bit classification is there. I will discuss that also one by one. But do focus here. So be winning from one party and joining another party, that is defection. So YB Chauhan committee recommended a separate law for it. By 52nd amendment, by 52nd amendment, in the year 1985, we got 10th schedule to our constitution. The first schedule, the first law dedicatedly talking about regulation of political parties. Dedicatedly, okay. It is talking about regulation, not regulation of political parties, but somehow spoke about political parties in India. Understood? So that is the beginning of the what I can tell you, the regulation of political parties. Right? Am I clear with the background till now? YB Chauhan committee.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is the story beginning. Okay. What is the next step I can tell you? The next step was the Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. Do you remember, my dear friends? It was UPSC previous year question. Who was the Prime Minister during the passage of anti-defection law? It is Rajiv Gandhi. Okay. Now anti-defection law was passed. Anti-defection law was created. Schedule 10 was created. Everything was done on the very fast manner, and it was clear. Now further, Parliament created. Further, Parliament created. Hope you are able to see here. Prevention of Disqualification Act 1959. Very, 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 very important act as of today in current issues. Okay. So Parliament Prevention of Disqualification Act 1959. Do remember that one. Okay. So this Parliament Prevention of Disqualification Act mentions about on what grounds he will be disqualified. Okay. On what grounds he will be disqualified. So I will tell you some important things there. But before that, come to the point of most important thing, that is what is how disqualification mentioned in Constitution. I will come to this act. Please give me a few more minutes, but I would like to tell you different grounds of disqualification. So how an MP will be disqualified? Disqualification of the MP will be decided. Let me give you a wonderful notes about this particular issue, then we can go for the other issues. Okay. So here the most important thing is, okay, that is when a person became an MLA or MP, they are subject for certain guidelines. They are subject for certain guidelines. Do understand that. And these guidelines should be followed by every member of legislature. Every member of legislature should follow this. So, when you are not following that guidelines, you will be disqualified. Number one reason in disqualification, which was mentioned in Article 102, Clause 1, Subclause A. I repeat again, Article 102, Clause 1, Subclause A talks about office of profit. Can anyone explain me what is office of profit for me? Or else I will explain. Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir.
I know. I don't want hello. I want what is office of profit, Bono? என்னாச்சு சொல்லப்பா என்னாச்சு ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ
Sir, I don't know.
Am
Sir,
I?
I have no idea.
Someone is shouting. Hello? I'm asking you. Tell me what is office of profit. Kaushal, are you there? Kaustav? Kaustav, Jit. I think you are there. Yes, you are there. I'm not praying God. Okay, please respond, my dears.
Sir, I don't know, and I don't know about the others.
You don't know about others. Okay, what I can do now?
I don't have an idea about that.
This is, I think, Divi. Am I correct in pronunciation? Please correct me if I am wrong.
Yes, sir. My name is Divi.
Okay, Divi. So nice. Okay, I will do one thing. I will start Siva Panchakshari Stotra. Then others can respond. Okay. Nagendrahaya Trilochanaya Basmangaragaya Maheswaraya Nityaya Shuddhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Namaha Sivaya Mandakini. Hello. Just say yes or no, then I will go ahead. If you stay calm like that, what I can do?
Sir,
No,
I don't think anyone knows. You can continue.
Yes, sir. No one gonna respond like that.
Then it's okay, Devi. I will take it as a granted thing and I'm going to explain you. I will explain with the two examples here. Number one, a couple of years back, Arvind Kejriwal, and last year, Sibu Soren, the Jharkhand CM. Two people are the classical example to understand this particular what is office of profit. Now, what is office of profit talks about? If you are in a position in the sense, if you are in a considerable considerable influential position in government, you are bound to get a salary. But beyond that, you should not influence the policy decisions. Let me give an example here. The allegations against the Sibu Soran, the Jharkhand CM, was in the allocation of some mines, in the allocation of some coal mines, he influenced his position and he was able to get the contract to his known people or somewhat political associate people. Now, Office of Profit is very different from American model. In America, there is a model that if you think as a legislator, as a minister, you call minister, they call secretary. If they think some of your friends or family members able to help you in getting the seat, there is a provision that you can give certain uh, contracts, certain duties for them. But Americans get rid of that system right now. There is no such system exists in America. If I'm not wrong, it does not exist in America here. But I want to convey to you very simple thing that this is Office of Profit. By using your office, you are getting some profit. Not only money. Don't think Office of Profit means getting salary. No, no. Apart from getting salary, you are able to influence that particular decision making. Am I clear to everyone?
Sir, I have a question.
Anyway.
Sir, as if we will take some advantage or profit from any government body, so will it be called as a office of profit?
Absolutely, absolutely. If something, let us say you became a chief minister of West Bengal and you found me as a good man and you gave me a contract of, let us say, entire West Bengal gas agency, and if they found that you are the key person in getting the contract to me, definitely you will be considered Office of Profit and you will be disqualified immediately from your CM position. Clear?
Okay, sir. Got it, sir.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. So this is what I can tell you, but do remember one simple clause here. Very important clause. Very important, not clause, very important point. That is, there is no definition of Office of Profit. UPSC previous year question, same format. The Office of Profit was clearly defined by Constitution. The statement given in the UPSC questions, no. No. There is no definition. Entirely, there is a separate sections they will deal with Office of Profit. Okay, Office of Profit is dealt separately in a different manner. Okay, so that is Office of Profit issue. So further, hope I gave you much clarity about Office of Profit. Now I'm moving towards the next step here. Next it says moving towards the next important event here. So that is Office of Profit. I can tell you that. So first one is, if any person is having any kind of Office of Profit, he will be disqualified as per the Article 102. As per the Article 102, he will be disqualified. The second important thing is, apart from that, if he is unsound mind, he will be disqualified. Declared as undischarged insolvent, he will be disqualified. And not a citizen of India, or if he acquired any foreign citizens, are not disqualified. So like that, there are certain factors, and apart from that, he will be disqualified under any law. This is the key for understanding Rahul Gandhi issue. Okay, so Article 102 laid down certain rules and regulations to discuss about disqualification. In that, you will find this, that is, he will be disqualified under any law made by the parliament. Any law made by the parliament. So Article 102 is playing a role. Why I brought Article 191? It is talk about legislative assemblies. The same provisions can be laid down in legislative assemblies also. Same provisions, almost same provisions. Done. So now we came to know about this clarity. That is, that is Article 102, Article 191 talks about this. Schedule 10 talks about this, and then Representation of People's Act, my dear friends. Representation of People's Act is also very, very important in this particular point here. So what is the next important thing? Representation of People's Act. What it said? So Representation of People's Act clearly mentioned that, okay, particularly section 8 clause 4, do find here again, if he was convicted, okay, if any person, I will write here, don't worry at all. Section 8 clause 4 stated that if any person, whoever convicted, I'm not going to explain what is being convicted. Hope you know very well. If I kill someone, if I was proved that I was the guilty, that is, I did the mistake, I did the offense, I am convicted person. आप लोग क्या बोलेगा ये बंगाली में convicted doshi in doshi I think
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Doshi.
in our language is doshi. How can you say your language? Oh, same. Okay, same. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if you say doshi, is convicted. If you say dosa, it is a dosa. Very tasty dosa. You should eat it. Do you love the dosa at home?
Yes, sir. Dosa idli.
Only dosa idli,
Yes, sir. I'm not fond of having fast food actually, but I like dosa. Sambar.
Divya is giving list. Vada, dosa. In foodie of South India, you should come to our place. We will give you.
Sir, I love South Indian food.
We will give you next level. Even I requested everyone, whoever want to visit South India, please let me know. Okay, you should not miss my hospitality. We will give next level hospitality to you.
Definitely, sir.
Next level. You will never imagine in your life. Anyway, yeah. So we are coming to those. Sorry, not those. Those. Yeah, those. Sorry for it. So a person, if he was convicted, of any offense which has imprisonment, of 2 or more years, okay, he will be disqualified immediately. From the date of conviction. Hana? So let me tell you one by one again. I will come to the Rahul Gandhi case, but just take 1 more minute here. So we came to know YB Chauhan Committee, 1985, going to have 52nd Amendment, and it created 10th schedule. But we read about Article 102. So this is one talking about defections. But this is talking about disqualifications. Article 102, Office of Profit, Unsound Mind, Undischarged Insolvent, not a citizen of India, any law made by the Parliament. There is a law called as Representation of People's Act. Under Section 8, Clause 4, if any person, he became convicted or doshi, and that doshi, if he got 2 years or more, this clause is very important. Why very important? UPSC will just change this statement. Let us say the statement can be given like this. That is, if a person convicted less than 2 years punishment, he will be subject for disqualification immediately of the date of conviction. No. The condition is 2 years or more. That's it. If he is convicted 2 years or more, he will be disqualified. He will be disqualified immediately from his office, from his position. So, this is the story. Am I clear to everyone? Each and every provision which I discussed to you till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, what is the judgment here? So, Rahul Baba, kya bola unhone? In the 2019 elections time, during his campaign in Karnataka, he said, जो लोग है मोदी के सरनेम पर वो चोर है. So whoever is there with the name of surname with Modi, they are chores. He said this. Now, this statement clearly against Narendra Modi, sir. But some of the lawyers, they went and they filed a petition that saying that this person called as Rahul Gandhi criticized the entire people who of with the surname of Modi. And they went on to extend to say they even criticized the OBC caste. Rahul Baba ko kuch nahi malum. So the case was going there, and the clause is you should understand here, sir. What is the wrong, sir? If say something, what is the wrong? Nothing is wrong. You have your freedom of fundamental rights. I have my freedom of fundamental rights, but we are subject to certain restrictions, my dear. Article 19, clause 1 says to you, you have freedom of speech and expression. You say dosa, I will say dose. You will say dosai, I will say dose. Let us say there is freedom of expression. You can say whatever you want to say, you can say in this country. But Article 19, Clause 2 is there. Be with your limits. That's the reason we will read. Fundamental rights are not sacrosanct. They are not absolute. They are subject for certain restrictions, my dear friends. And Article 19, Clause 2 is the best one. There are number of clauses, my dear. For example, sovereignty of the state, security of the state, territorial integrity of the state, friendly relations of the state. And next we have defamation. And this is the fundamental right where the petitioners went to the Surat court and they said that is a defamation case. So what was there? So H.H. Verma, the Chief Judicial Magistrate of Surat Court, he said it is a defamation case was granted and he was now booked under IPC 500 by saying a defamation, simple imprisonment of term extended to 2 years or with fine or both. Okay. So apart from that, they asked to pay 15,000 rupees as a surety and they can get the bail. But Rahul Gandhi cleverly doesn't apply for a bail because he wants some political mileage. So by what activity he will get such popularity? Entire Western media is talking about Rahul Gandhi. See? Entire Congress is now getting mileage. So the world congressman became active. They came out. They're protesting. They are doing some hangama and everywhere. Now I can tell you this is how he got the lifeline here. So he got a negative image among the public with his speech in Cambridge. Now he completely turned it to next level. That is the typical Congress ideology. Don't say it is a credit goes to Rahul Gandhi. Never and never and never and never and never. The Gandhian politics are like that. Sir, you are humiliating Gandhi, sir. No, I'm not humiliating Gandhi. Why should I humiliate Gandhi? But I will tell you the truth, my dear friends. That is, Gandhi, Gandhi came from South Africa and his friend Raju Shukla met him. Raju Shukla gave an idea that Gandhiji, there is a protest happening in Champaran. Please come. Gandhi went there. He popularized it. He never popularized it. He went there. He took the advantage of the issue, became popular. When people in Amritsar doing protest against the arrest of Satyapal and Saifuddin Kichlu, Gandhi said, conduct hartals. They started to conducting hartals. Gandhi became popular again. Let us go back to Ahmedabad, Khet Satyagraha. They are not initiated by Gandhi. So even though Gandhi came to India in 1915, 1915 August 9, January 9, he launched the first ever movement in 1920, non-cooperation movement. So whatever situations are there, they will try to use it. That is a typical Congress ideology. So they will use the existing situations. One of my professors called them Congress as parasites. Okay. So whether they are parasites or let us say some other sites, we are not concerned about it. So political parties will do like that only. Anyway, so this is the story of Rahul Gandhi sir and his disqualification. Hope you got better clarity now. How many of you got good clarity about the issue? Please let me know with your Bharat Jodo. Hope you remember what is Bharat Jodo. Joy, Jit. Good. Kaushal.
When Rahul Gandhi was spreading love.
You want a masala dosa? Say something like that.
No, sir, I said Rahul Gandhi ji was spreading love.
Spreading love, yeah, absolutely. He's spreading love for everyone. Her entire country is spreading love, in fact. But country is not accepting. There is a problem. Country is not taking it.
Why would we accept, sir?
Country is not accepting Divi. So come on, I want your rise. Hands up. Okay. Am I clear? Sonal, you are
Yes,
able to say. Sonal is about to say something, I guess. Sonal ji,
No, sir.
చెప్పండి ఏమి కావాలి మీకు? Yes. Any doubts?
No, sir. No.
Good.
I understood, sir.
Thank you, Sonal. Right. Hope I'm clear and I'm going to the next topic. So whatever update come, just read it. Don't try to read, don't try to read Hindu about this article particularly. They are writing like anything. One of the author recently wrote, he just remembering Mahatma Gandhi's arrest in 1922. I just removed my specs and just washed my eyes and again I read the article. Same article he wrote. He's remembering Mahatma Gandhi's arrest with, he's comparing Mahatma Gandhi's arrest with Rahul Gandhi arrest. I don't know what to do. Nothing I can do. I just read it and I have to laugh it like anything. Okay.
sir, at least Gandhiji was knowing what he's saying.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So that is the thing we can say. But anyway, we are going to miss a beautiful. I think he's not going to be arrested. If he's arrested, also there is something will goes on. Whatever, my dear friends, he got a good mileage now. He has to use it to reach the people. Fine. So now we are going to understand the next issue, that is Tuberculosis Day, 24th March. Now, tell me one thing. What is tuberculosis? Bacteria, virus, fungi, none of the above. Tell me your answer.
It's a bacterium disease.
Absolutely, Kaushal. Bacterial disease. So tell me now, I will tell you the mechanism of a disease. How a disease cause. You can ask me how a disease cause, sir. I can say disease will cause because it want to come. That's it. We don't say anything else. Disease will come when it comes. That's it.
Infectious disease.
But you should not write like that. If you write like that, they will kill you, not you. They will kill me. Because, see, I will tell you what is the reason for the people's disease. Why we are getting ill health or disease. What you will say disease? What do you say disease in Bengali? Hello? Bolo ma. What do you call disease? You don't want to call disease?
Sir,
Is it a
rogue.
sin word? We call rogam. You call rogue.
Yes, sir.
Rogue. Rogue in English means a big fool.
Yes,
Hey
sir.
man, this is very interesting. Anyway, this rogue, how this rogue come? This is the worst English I can speak. Anyway, listen. You know very well that every cell will have a nucleus material, and this nuclear material will have some genetic materials. If it is double helical, we call it as DNA. If it is single helical, we call it as RNA. Now, every cell of our body, every part of our body is made up of different cells. Now, what will happen? A disease causing bacteria, TB is bacteria, a disease causing bacteria will join our cells. Now, immediately, what our cell will do? A cell will try to do certain things. That is, it will do replication. Always it will do replication. So, in replication, it will generate mRNA. It will generate multiple cells. Multiple cells. Am I clear, my dear friends? So, TB will attack the body, a cell here, and cell, general function of the cell is it will replicate. It doesn't differentiate whether it is a TB cell or some other healthy cell. It will replicate, that's it. Now, every cell will be joined with TB bacteria element. Now, again, they will replicate again TB bacteria. So, like that, disease will join in our body. And this will create a problem to us because when this TB disease units joining into blood, generally you know very well, blood will have plasma, it will carry oxygen. So if now plasma is like this, if plasma is now filled with the TB cells, they won't carry oxygen. So what people will do? People will use ventilators. But this replication will move to different next level. So organs will damage and we will die. This is the ultimate story. This is the ultimate story happens with the disease TB. Am I clear to everyone mechanism of TB disease?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I'm not requesting you to remember each and every point which I discussed about TB, but I can tell you do have an idea. Because in prelims, if they ask you mechanism of TB, definitely you will feel bad about it. I'm not sure it will be a question, but still. So recently, World TB Conference was done in Varanasi. And this in Varanasi, and Narendra Modi sir gave a speech, and he outlined that by 2025, they want to eliminate TB by 2025. So today, World Health Organization mentioned, 24th March as a TB day. So why 24th March? On the same date in 1880s, 1881 if I'm not wrong, Robert Koch, Robert Koch, okay, maybe his mother name is, uh, if he is Robert Koch, her mother name is Robert Field. Field Coach. What is the coach opposite name? I don't know exactly what is coach opposite name, but very interesting name. So Robert Koch. So what this? So Robert Koch discovered the not brought. Sorry for that. Okay, he discovered the TB bacteria. So what is the name of the TB bacteria? Mycobacterium tuberculosis, my dear friend. Absolutely, jeete rahe ho beta. Very good. So mycobacterium tuberculosis. This is the story. Now, if you write only these points, or if you remember only this point, definitely government of India will, government of India will slap me, not you. Okay. So, what is the next thing we can remember about this particular incident? The next key events I want to inform to you that right now, what is government of India doing for this? Number one, Project Nikshay. Project Nikshay. Very, very important name. Project Nikshay. Understood? So, what is Project Nikshay, sir? What is Project Nikshay, sir? So, Project Nikshay is offering 500 rupees to the patients per month. With this 500, what he will do? He will bring some nutritious food. Immediately, he will become a healthy person. Okay, that is what with 500 rupees government of India is doing, thinking. Anyway, I'm not going to criticize it, but till I can tell you that this is not sufficient as of current economic situations are considered. So that is what I can tell you. Next, apart from that, there is a strategy. There is a strategy by the government. There is a strategy by the government called as National TB Elimination. National TB Elimination Program. National TB Elimination Program by 2025. National TB Elimination Program by 2025. By 2025. Am I clear? So this is two important steps done by the government. Okay. Hope you are clear with this National TB program, elimination of TB by 2025.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the story of TB, and do remember that. Do remember that particular issue, quite important for all of us, particularly for a previous point of view. Do important. Do okay, right? So, what Government of India action plan is now called as Pradhana Mantri TB Mukt Bharat. Pradhan Mantri TB Mukt Bharat. Okay. So Pradhan Mantri TB Mukt Bharat Abhiyan is a scheme. Abhiyan is a scheme implemented by Government of India. Okay. So under this program, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare will try to mobilize more funds. Okay, more funds, and I should add some more things here. Number one is Nikshay Mitra, that is offers support to the patient, offers support to the patients. That is Nikshay Mitra offers support to the patients. The second important thing is Nikshay Digital Portal. It will offer support, online portal support with the patients. Okay. So this I can tell you that the complete strategy here itself. Do remember that. Do remember that strategy, and do remember that names of the scheme also. Okay. Right. So clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So next we are going to see the next important issue. Just a second. I think we discussed this. Okay. Next important current affair issue, which was in news because of its importance of to some extent, which is first round meetings of first round meetings of Gulf Cooperation Council and even India. So nothing much is important about the meeting, but the important thing is what is GCC, Gulf Cooperation Council. It began in 1981, and apart from that, it will act like uh, one of the leading group with respect to promotion of Gulf activities. That is a current affair issue, not very much important in fact, but locations are somewhat important. And the conference which is going to happen now is also quite important. So, women and next important article is next important thing, portion pakwada. Not very much important, but just have an idea what is portion pakwada. That's it. Quite important. So, what do you portion pakwada is creating awareness about nutrition food. So, nutrition is also mentioned in the article 47. Is it clear? Am I clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So do remember that. Not very much important, but still have to read. So what is Gulf Cooperation Council? Do remember here 1981, and the current headquarters of Gulf is Riyadh. Riyadh is the headquarters. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
So the next thing is Poshan Pakwada to create nutrition for all. So what we can understand from this example, Jagannath is giving chikki. Jagannath is our Jagannath means our CM. YSR CM sir is providing chikki, ragi malta. Yesterday they started ragi offering ragi malta. So our state is doing like anything. So, but anyway, still nutritional levels are low in our state. That is unfortunate. We don't know why. Okay. So, what is the condition in your state? Is state government is providing same kind of things to school children? Tell me about your state. Is your state is providing same things? Hello. Okay, I guess you are not aware what is provided in your Anganwadi. Are you having Anganwadis in your state?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What they will provide? Food. Okay. Don't stress yourself.
So they are mostly for women.
Acha, okay. In our state is for women and children.
Yes, sir, for women and children, and they mostly provide like ORS and some kind of medicines also.
Great. That's okay. That's good. All fine. So this is the topic. We can tell you that. So portion Pakwada is important, but Article 47 is important. Article 47 state is a state duty to write this nutrition and the standard of living. Right. So with this we can finish today's session. Thank you so much for your patience listening. We'll see you in the next week with some more topics. Next week we will have a dedicated class on prelims, so don't miss. Okay.
So I have a question.
Yes, Sonal.
So it's not on this topic, but so what is the difference between global and international?
Right. See, international, you will find two to three levels here. One is you will find some kind of institutional arrangement in international. Okay, institutional arrangement means you will find that some kind of mechanism, a formal mechanism existed in these places, whereas in global you don't find any kind of things. You see, international, you can say, let us say, International Cricket Council, but doesn't mean every country is represented there. Whereas Global Cricket Council, yeah, you may say it is broader. So international is somewhat narrow in sense, global is broader in sense. You see, international uh, international atlas. International atlas recognized by only some countries. Global atlas recognized by all. So there are some differences here. So I can tell you, global is worldwide, worldwide. Whereas international means maybe some nationals, some countries.
So
Hope I,
this environment issues, terrorism issues, this all will come under global now.
absolutely.
So, but why is it said that earlier this international term was used more frequently, but now this global term is used very much? Now, international has it's not used that much.
Oh, in 1990s, Sonal, when India started to say terrorism is the biggest threat to global countries, terrorism is a global threat. So no one listened. In fact, after 9/11 attacks in 2001, countries recognized yes, it is a global issue. It is a global issue. When Fiji, Papua New Guinea, these countries are saying we are submerging, climate change is happening. Please understand. They took it as an international issue. That's it. That is, it took only to the next level. That's okay. It is happening only in few countries. But when countries are facing devastating floods, devastating hurricanes, this year we have Cyclone Gabriel in New Zealand, Cyclone Farida in Malwa or Maltova, and yesterday America is suffering with deadly storms and hurricanes. And India, of course, you should not. Every year you will get one friend from cyclones. So they said, okay, this is now it's a global issue. So, Sonal, in my observation, I can tell you the subjects, the issues which once upon called as national, now they are no more national. They are accepted by many countries and they are now global. Okay, that's the reason. So in G20, India said globalization with humanity. Interestingly, there is no humanity in global countries. Of course, in India itself, there is no humanity. But the thing is, we are demanding that. Anyway, so what you said, I agree with you. Once upon a time, the subjects, the things which are international, now they became global.
Yes, sir. So, thank you so much.
Beautiful, beautiful observations, Sonal. I appreciate you a lot for the beautiful question. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Anything else I can help you?
Hello, sir.
Sir, can Rahul Gandhi be MP again?
Why you are shouting? I feel hungry. Don't
No, sir, I am not shouting like I'm angry. No, sir, I'm not shouting like I'm angry. I'm asking that can Rahul Gandhi be an MP again?
He may be a MP or not, but we should allow. Please don't shout, madam. Okay.
Sorry,
आपको
sir.
कुछ क्या बोलना है कि you should speak slowly. How to say in Bengal?
Sir, I don't know. I'm not Bengali.
Hey, you're South Indian.
I'm from Chhattisgarh, sir.
Oh, what's your language, mother language then?
Sir, actually, I'm from MP, so my mother tongue is Hindi only.
Hmm.
So we
So,
speak Hindi and some kind of Bundelkhandi also.
so I can tell you one thing, my dear DB. आप जोर से बात करना मत बात करना, आराम से बात करना, ठीक है?
Yes, sir. Actually, it is because of my earphones, sir.
Then it's okay. Uh, I will come to your question. Just give me 1 minute. Jit, you were asking something?
यस सर, मैं बोल रहा था कि सर हमारा एक न्यूज़पेपर का क्लास लेना है।
हाँ.
अच्छा, हम लोग इस बैच में न्यू है तो हम लोग न्यूज़पेपर के बारे में जानते नहीं, इसलिए सर बोल रहे थे, कोचिंग में भी बोला वो लोग, बोले सर के साथ कॉन्टेक्ट करें।
I will help you. I will talk to you with this in the next class. Okay?
ओके सर।
No worry, Jit. Just be cool. Uh, I hope you are able to understand the articles which I'm explaining to you.
यस सर।
Okay, slowly you can improve it. Just to keep concentrating. So whoever new to newspaper, whoever new to current affairs, don't hurry. No, there was some unnecessary hype was given to current affairs. Current affairs को ये पढ़ना है, वो पढ़ना है. आप हर दिन कम से कम 5 से 6 न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ना जरूरी है, और इसके बाद 2-3 मैगजीन पढ़ना जरूरी है, और इसके बाद सब दुनिया में सब न्यूज़पेपर आपको पढ़ना जरूरी है, और इसके बाद आप यूपीएससी मत लिखना, और न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ाई में ध्यान करना है. न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ाई में आपका जीवन पूरा निकल हो जाएगा. ऐसा चीज वो बोलेगा, बट डोंट फोकस. सी, for all those who are fresh, first aspirants, I mean, say Vaishali is new if I'm not wrong, and Sonal is new if I'm not wrong. Roshmi, I guess, is old student, but still I will consider she as a first giving attempt in first attempt. Divi is also listening very recently only. So I can tell you that you people need to concentrate on history, geography, economy, polity, okay, and society. These topics are very important to understand current affairs. See, whatever topic I'm explaining to you, they are very clear concepts. So get clarity over these subjects, and slowly newspaper will become very easy for you. If you don't focus on the these core subjects, if you start reading newspaper every day for 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, you will feel regret. That's it. So आपको my personal, from last my 8 years of experience, from my personal experience, I can tell you that never rush towards the newspaper in the beginning stage. Slowly you can phase up your speed. Clear?
Sir, how can we figure
यस
out
सर।
which topics are important?
That's a wonderful question, Divi. I can tell you that every day, if you are fresh aspirant, if you are first time aspirant, you get the syllabus copy of UPSC. जो पेपर है ना आपके पास, सिलेबस कॉपी, ये अब पढ़ाई कर लेना, ध्यान से पढ़ाई कर लेना. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जापान प्राइम मिनिस्टर केम टू इंडिया. That topic comes under General Studies Paper 2 of Civil Service Examination Mains. Second day, you have a topic called as Forest Fires Happening in Uttarakhand. That topic comes under General Studies Paper 3 Disaster Management. You have a topic called as Prime Minister Modi paid tributes to Dayanand Saraswati. You have that topic comes under General Studies Paper 1 Important Personalities. You have a topic called as Anti-Defection Law. That topic comes under General Studies Paper 2 Polity. I'm not telling that particularly because in the early days I used to discuss that. But I thought people are coming old batch, but I came to know today that there are new people also. From next week onwards, whatever topic I'm talking to you, I will tell you the area of the syllabus. I mean, under which topic it will cover, so that you will understand how to read newspaper. Okay, I will do that next week.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay. Anything else I can help you? If not, అందరికీ నమస్కారం. హ్యాపీగా తినండి, మంచిగా నిద్రపోండి, మంచిగా నీరు తాగండి, ఆ తర్వాత ఏం చేస్తారో అది చేయండి. ఓకే. సో and guys, I just want to tell you that I am in Siva Diksha. We call this is Mandala Diksha. Until next month ending, I will be like this only. In the sense, not like this. I will move here and there, but I will be in the same dress. And according to this Diksha, we should not wear slippers. So this is a summer. I'm getting good. Okay. So this is we will have one day food puja every day morning and evening, and we will do this for 41 days. We call Shiva Diksha. I guess you know about Ayyappa Diksha in South India. Very popular.
Oh,
You don't know Ayyappa
no.
Diksha?
So just heard the name.
Ah, that's great. Ayyappa Diksha became popular during the time of Sabarimala case. The case name is Young Lawyers Association with the Union of India. I mean, Young Lawyers Association with the State of Kerala case, famously called as Sabarimala case. Okay. In South India, we have a lot of stuff which you will be fascinated.
Sir, even in North India, Chhat Puja is going on yesterday only.
Great, great, great. That's great. You know, divided by geography, but united by cultures.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. You see, today I found Rogue and Doshi. Both are same. Okay. Fine, fine. All the very best to you, my dears. And for the next time, I'll definitely take care about the fresh aspirants. I will definitely help you in next level. Whatever the doubts you are having, even it is a small, big, moderate, extra large, large, just keep it with you. And next week we will discuss. Shall I say goodbye for you? Bye today, and definitely will see you next week.
Yes.
Thank
So
you,
good
sir.
night. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Bye bye.